me and Mel started writing post-it notes for each other, like, I don't know, some months ago.
Yeah.
And it just started taking off. And then, like, we stopped for a second. And there were days where I was feeling bad or feeling low or whatever. And I would go into the closet and we have a sliding door closet. And I would slide the door and I would have all these post-it notes from Mel that he had written to me over the past months on the back of the sliding door. And I would go from the top to the bottom and just read them all. And it just would feel so good because they would speak to my spirit, you know? So that's just important. Just like speaking life into your partner, like I said, on a consistent basis, because you never know what they're going to need. You never know when they're going to need it. And we are supposed to be their number one supporters and their number one fan, you know? Like, I can tell you how many times where I was questioning, like Mel said, like my life and like where I was going and what God wanted me to do. Like, it's a constant battle for me, you know, that God's still working on me with. It's like, God, like, what do you want me to do day to day? Because I'm in a situation right now where I'm not working a typical like 9 to 5, and that's what I was used to. And God has me home and he has me doing, I don't know. He's interesting. He had to steal me for a season because I was one of those type of people who was always on the go, always had something to do. Like Monday through Sunday, I was like busy. And God was like, hey, I don't need you busy. I need you with me. I need to cool it down.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
I was like, isn't that new edition? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But
I was thinking Michael Jackson.
Definitely not MJ.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and Mel would be at work and I'd be home and I would just be crying like, God, I feel like I felt useless. Like, I equated my worth to working and to waking up and going to work every day. And your worth isn't based on some office job. Your worth is based on who God says you are. And just being a child of God, you're automatically valuable. There's already worth. There's already purpose. And God's not going to place you here for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And I had this, and I started having to speak those things into myself. It's like, I am worth something and I am, you know, great, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And, you know, I'm more than a conqueror, and I'm the head and not the tail. I'm blessed coming in and blessed coming out. You know, I am a chosen people of a royal priesthood. Like, I had to start speaking the word over myself, you know. But then there would also be days where I wouldn't, because I would get back into my little funk, and then Mel would come and be like, woman, don't you know who you are? You know, and he would start speaking life into me, you know. And it's so funny because those times where he was speaking life into me, those would even carry over into times where he and I were having, you know, issues, or we would be in a disagreement where we could be right in the middle of a fight or something. And I would look at him and I would hear like positive words he's spoken over me. And I would just stop me from being upset. Because I knew like what ministry and purpose God has for us is bigger than this little issue that we were having. You know, it's like, I used to always have this picture in my head that me and Mel would be in a disagreement and some little kid would run up to me and be like, do you think you guys are going to make it? Don't ask why this thought would come in my head, right? Like, I don't know.
I'll just go ahead.
Yikes. A kid like would come up to me like, do you think you guys are going to make it? And I would be like, oh my gosh, of course. Like, what we have going on is not even like a thing. Like, the end goal and the end result of this assignment and this ministry is so much bigger than this minute issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it would check me. I would come back to life and it would check me. And I think that was God's way of showing me like, hey, purpose over your problems, purpose over your emotions, purpose over your feelings right now. You know, like, this is the man I have chosen for you, you know. And, you know, we do have people who are like, man, y'all's relationship is so great and blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, look,
it's work.
It's a lot of work. And the only reason that me and Mel are successful through ups and downs, through trials and tribulations, is because of Jesus Christ, is because of God. Like, period.
Had it not been for the Lord.
Lord outside.
Listen, that's literally,
You
listen.
sound so churchy.
Listen.
But like, that's just the reality. And I know I'm kind of taking this video left than what our main goal was, but this is probably like the Holy Spirit just telling me to be real with y'all. Like, God is the only reason that your relationship will be successful. I don't care what anybody else tells you.
Listen.
I don't care if somebody sees this video and thinks different and they be like, no, you don't need Jesus to have a successful relationship. Okay, brother, sister, I'm praying for you, because Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life, and there is no way to be successful without him, period. And that's the only reason me and Mel are successful. We have grown in our individual lives, but also in our marital lives, because of God, because of submitting to God and what he wants us to do. And I can tell you, if there are so many times in our relationship where either one of us could have walked out or been like, whatever, like, bye. I don't care. I have nothing else to say to you.
Birds.
Like, all of them.
The bird minute.
I promise you. No, but yeah, like, there have been times, like, I was like, I don't have to put up with this.
Listen.
And he was like, I'm sick of this. Bye. Well, bye then.
Checking out
And God will be like,
now you know.
children.
Listen,
You know, because that's how we were acting. Like,
Purpose
children.
for you guys.
Children.
Cool
Come
it
on.
down.
Bring it in. Like, this is not what I want. I need you to apologize. I need you to apologize. I need you to sit down and effectively communicate. Period. And that submission to God and the Holy Spirit is a key. Because the Holy Spirit will teach you to put your pride to the side. The Holy Spirit will allow you to see things in the spiritual realm, like, hey, this marriage is bigger than what you're feeling right now. Like, he just made you mad. Okay, you'll be all right. I got work for y'all to do together in a few months or a year later or however long. Like, because God, what God sees is the end result. He's not worried about all this right now. Not saying he doesn't care about you and what you're going through, but like, at the end of the day, all your problems, all these big mountains that, you know, you face are like this big to God.
Wee bitty.
It's nothing. God could blow on it and be like, all right, that's done.
Listen.
All right, next. All right, next. And we're sitting here like, God, where are we going to make it through?
Dude.
He's like, yeah, I told you to depend on me. Cast your cares onto me, but you're so busy trying to carry this weight and deal with all this by yourself. If you would just listen to me and trust in me, things will